What's happening, guys? Hey, it is Rob back at you with Commotion Diecast. This is round number 2 of the Gold Hot Ones race here at the Commotion Diecast Race Complex. We have gone from 52 to 32 of the world's fastest Gold Hot Ones. Let's get it going. The rules are very simple. Each car gets one pass down each lane. Fastest 16 times, move on. Here we go. Up first in lane number 1, we have Milestone Racing going up against the front running Fairmont, a Bavarian diecast. In 3, 2, 1. Nice race. 16:05 for Bavarian, 16:09 for Milestone. Lanes are swapped. Bavarian is in lane number 1. Milestone is in lane number 2. Here we go, guys. Milestone pulls ahead on that one with a 15.99 to a 16.07. Up next, lane number 1, Sugar Booty. Lane number 2 with the yellow Murata, that is DXP. Best of luck, guys. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good race. Sugar pulls out with a 15.98 to a 16.04. Lanes are swapped. DXP in 1, Sugar Booty in lane number 2. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sugar Booty pulls that one out with the 442, running a 15.98 to a 16.03. Up next, a pair of yellow Marauders. Lane number 1 is Numbskull. Lane number 2, Scale Racing Channel. 3, 2, 1. Scale gets him by about a half a car on that one, running a 15.93 to a 16 flat for Numbskull. Lanes are swapped up. Brandon with Scale Racing in lane number 1. Numbskull in lane number 2. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Lane number 1, Numbskull, pulling out an 89 to a 93. Wow. Great run. Great run, both of those cars. Good job, Numbskull. Up next, the Gold Murata by DXP. Lane number 2, Blue Line, front running Fairmont. In 3, 2, 1. Blue Line pulls on the top. Nice. 86 to a 98. Anything in the 80s is baller. Lanes are switched. Blue Line in lane number 1. Dale with DXP in lane number 2. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Good race. Good race. 15.88 to 15.95. Blue Line with the 88. Up next in lane number 1, it is Flip with one of his 442s. Lane number 2, Diecast Show Customs in the Gold Murata. Let's boogie. Flip pulls out the W. 15.92 to a 15.94. Lanes are swapped. Murata, lane number 1 for Diecast Show Customs. Lane number 2, Flip. Flip pulls out the W with a 15.94 to 16 flat. Up next in the gate, lane number 1, Craigster with the Corvette. Lane number 2, the yellow Murata of Clay Olson. Good luck, guys. 3, 2, 1. 16.11 for the Corvette, 16.13 for the Murata. Lanes are swapped. Clay Olson, lane number 1. Craigster, lane number 2. Let's go. Craigster pulls out, running a 16.01 to 16.12. Good pickup. Up next, a pair of front-running Fairmonts. Lane number 1, we've got Arlo. Lane number 2, Dad's Race Team. Good luck, guys. 3, 2, 1. Dad's Race Team pulling out 16 flat to a 16.10 for Arlo. Lanes are swapped. Dad's Race Team over in lane number 1. Arlo in lane number 2. Here we go. Good race. Dad's Race Team pulled it out by a bumper. 16.02 to 16.04. Up next in the 442, it is Flip in lane number 1. Front running Fairmont goes to Victor Fastlane. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Flip pulls him out by a nose. 97 to 16.02. Lanes are swapped. Victor Fastlane in lane number 1. Flip in the 442 in lane number 2. Flip pulls hard. 15.92 to a 16.04. Good job, Flip. Up next, a couple of yellow Muratas. Lane number 1, we got Milestone going up against Bavarian Diecast. Here we go. Let's do it. Bavarian pulls half a car on him. Let's check out the times. 15.99 to 16.09. Bavarian dropping into the 15s. Lanes are swapped out. Bavarian now in lane number 1. Milestone, lane number 2. Let's go. Good race. Milestone pulls on him. 16.03 to a 16.05. Good race, guys. Up next, a pair of gold Muratas. Lane number 1, Isaiah's race team. Lane number 2, it is Yomiuri Racing. Let's go, guys. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Yomiuri pulls it by a fender. 15.97 to a 15.99. Great job, guys. Lanes are swapped. Yomiuri now in lane number 1. Isaiah's race team in lane number 2. Here we go. Ooh, 15.92 to a 16 flat. Great run. Up next, front running Fairmont for Scale Racing Channel, going up against Dutch Clutch with a T-Bird. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. T-Bird, 15.96 to a 16.04. Lanes are swapped. T-Bird, lane number 1 for Dutch Clutch. Scale Racing in lane number 2 with the front running Fairmont. Let's go. Brandon pulls ahead. Let's take a look. 15.98 to a 16.02. Good race, guys. Up next, another pair of gold Muratas. This time, lane number 1, Yomiuri. Lane number 2, Milestone. Let's boogie. Milestone pulls ahead with a great time. Both of those cars. 15.90 to 15.99. Lanes are swapped. Lane number 1, Milestone. Lane number 2, Yomiuri. Good luck, guys. 15.98 for Yomiuri. 16.04 for Milestone. Car was swimming a little bit. Up next, lane number 1 in the front running Fairmont is Mrs. BFG going up against the 442 of Flip. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Flip gets it by a bumper cover. 15.97 to 15.99. Lanes are swapped. Flip in lane number 1. Miss BFG in lane number 2. Good luck. BFG gets him by about a fender. 15.94 to 15.99. Good runs. Up next, lane number 1 in the gold Murata. Yomiuri going up against DXP Diecast in lane number 2. 2, 1. Nice run. DXP pulled on the top. 15.91 to a 94. Good times, guys. Lanes are swapped. DXP in lane number 1. Yomiuri in lane number 2. Let's go. Good battles and identical times, you guys. That barely ever happens here. 15.96 for both cars. Up next in the gate, lane number 1, front running Fairmont for Blue Line. Lane number 2, the Gold Murata for Diecast Show Customs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Blue Line pulls on him hard. 15.88 to 16.03. Lanes are swapped up. Blue Line in 2. Diecast Show Customs in 1. Blue Line, 15.87 to 16 flat. Great runs. Up next, lane number 1. Another one from Diecast Show Customs, front running Fairmont. Lane number 2, Craigster. Good luck, guys. 3, 2, 1. 15.98 to 16.01 for Craigster. Lanes are swapped. Lane number 1, Craigster. Lane number 2, Diecast Show Customs. Here we go. Diecast pulls ahead that time, running a 15.93 to 16.05. Good run. And that's the end of round number 2. We are down to 16 cars, guys. Let's take a look and see who made it through. There it is. Blue Line, fastest time of the round was an 86. He followed that up with his other car with an 87. Good job to Numbskull for moving up, running an 89. Great times. You'll see here at the bottom, the slowest time was a 97 in the top 16, and Yomiuri and Flip had that. So whenever there's a tie, we go off the second fastest time. And Flip had a 1599 and Yumi Ree had a 1600. So by 1/1000th of a second, Flip's 442 moves on. And here is a look at the bottom. If you guys wanted to know where you finished out at. Let's get to the next 16 car battle.